Hey guys, it's ItsSMOGONdevo here, back at it with some more practice videos. If you guys watched the last one, yes, I am currently in Montreal, uploading a little bit later than I anticipated to, so all the videos I'm uploading today might seem a little contradictory. I know I started off saying I'm going to be uploading these the night before, but it didn't work out that way just due to, I guess, time constraints and how my day actually ended up working out. Yeah, it's like 11 p.m. for me right now. I wake up at 5 in the morning, so then I just try to finish these voiceovers and head to bed, and then I'll finish editing on the train. Yeah, today is going to be the final bit, or at least rather than saying today, I guess this video is going to be the final bit of Twilight practice videos. Next up is the Twilight tournament, so stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into these battles so I can get through the rest of my recordings. I'll see you in the battles. Alright, let's check this out. The Alolan Muck lead with Venusaur and Frostlass in the back. By now, I'm definitely using the team I'm going to end up with in my tournament. I think a few videos ago we've actually jumped into it, so you should have a pretty good idea of what I'm actually using in my tournament by now. I'm not going to spoil it. I'd rather you just actually see it in the tournament, but it shouldn't really come as a surprise to you guys. So Alolan Muck into Golbat. It's a matchup that's it can go in Golbat's favor as long as it lands that Shadow Ball, but it isn't necessarily set or totally clear. So let's see what he does. Goes for the Poison Fang, which is good for me. Then I switch out into Frostlass, and he switches out as well. Into the Alolan Muck, so I'm actually resisting Quick Attack twice, which means I have a lot of leeway to farm here. And I know for sure that any move you bust out is going to be a crunch, but I can just farm away, like I take like no damage from this Quick Attack. So I shield here because this is a crunch and it's kind of scary. I don't want to take that at all. Farm up a little bit of extra here, and then I go for the Powder Snow. I don't quite know if it actually knocks out. A crunch would knock me out for sure. Ooh, that's kind of close. I'm going to shield, and then I will commit to fully farming down this Alolan Raticate. Golbat will actually get demolished by the Frostlass as well, so that's comforting. And then I just go straight away for a Avalanche. Interested to see whether or not this Azu shields, and it does. And then I can go straight for this Acid Spray that I built up. Azu is not going to like that at all. And that'll set things up for my Venusaur in the back at the end. Can I get to one more? Ooh, it looks like he might have been a bit greedy with the farming there. I get to a second Acid Spray. I have no shield, so Alolan Muck will go down. I suppose he was trying to farm me down a little bit, unless he's a Play Rough Hydro Pump Azu. But now I make this really risky play and I try to farm down Azu with Powder Snows. I think this is a Play Rough or an Ice Beam, I'm not sure. It's an Ice Beam, so it's an Ice Beam Play Rough Azu, but it's not enough. And now I know Golbat's coming back in, so I'll go for this Avalanche. The power of Acid Spray. Knock out that Golbat. Get out of here. So that's the end of that battle. And now for this next one over here, we are going to lead a Alolan Muck and Tyranitar with a Frostlass in the back. So we lead the Muck into Sableye. Great for me. I don't think I really have too much to fear. Like a Power Gem is going to hurt me, but I can certainly take one. So I will elect to not shield here, and he does go for a Foul Play. And then I'll just go for a Dark Pulse. There's no reason to really Acid Spray. It's not going to help the Mon I have in the back too much. He may try to go for a Power Gem this time, so I decide to shield. He actually goes for a double Foul Play. And I'm overcharging here so that I can get this Dark Pulse. Let's see what he decides to do. He lets Sableye go down, and now I'm pretty close to another Acid Spray or something. So I'll actually decide to go for the Acid Spray, knowing that Tyranitar can come in and clean up the Skunk Tank afterwards. Yeah, I disagree with switching. but letting it faint down and then bringing it out is a good idea. I can take Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb, or Crunch without fearing any of them. You waste a little bit of energy there going for the Flamethrower, and these Smackdowns just chip him down. No reason to shield. Even if it does knock out Tyranitar, I would much rather have an extra Powder Snow's worth of energy on my Frostlass. And now I can go for Crunch as well. It's a Golbat. Golbat may shield just fearing the Stone Edge. Yeah, and then T-Tar goes down. But now I have a shield up and a Frostlass in the back. As long as I reach this Avalanche, I am good. There you go. Does a terrifying amount of damage to that Golbat. So we take that match as well. And now we're going to go ahead and lead with the Golbat and my favorite trio, Bat, Muck, Clef. Twilight alone has definitely just shaped my love for Golbat entirely. I lead Bat into Sableye. I don't remember how this matchup plays out in The Sims, but I imagine that Power Gem is going to scare me and hurt me a lot. Feels like a foul play coming in. Yeah, take that easily. Pressure him with this Shadow Ball. And then I have Clef and Alolan Muck in the back to deal with Sabe, so I'm not entirely worried. He doesn't shield, so I switch out, and then I knock it out with the Charm. And this is what I mean again by trying to position your Charm user. Setting it up there to actually succeed. And now it should beat this Skunk Tank, or at least tie in the 1 or 2 shield scenario. So let's play this out. I shield the move coming in. I can get to... I should just straight Charm if I remember correctly. But I just want to knock out the Skunk Tank. He doesn't shield it. Brings in Croak. Ooh, this is not the greatest position. I can chip him down quite a bit. And then bring in Golbat. I guess I actually want to preserve Golbat here, just because I know it can do a number on the Croak. And then I'll switch to Golbat, yeah. He has 2 shields, so I pretty much just have to farm him down. I don't know why I decided to go for a Poison Fang, I guess just to get a shield. Or whatever. And of course he shields. And then I can farm him down fully, which is pretty lucky. So jumping into the next one, it looks like a Bat, Muck, Clef team again. Lead Bat into Bat. So let's see how this plays out in the mirror. Always try to find yourself an advantage. As a Golbat versus another Golbat, you know you can take any move, even a Shadow Ball. So what I would do first is decide just to see what he does. Sometimes I switch it up, but this time I decide to just copy him. Maybe trip him up in his head because of that. And he doesn't shield, he doesn't fall for it. Now I go for a Shadow Ball, but it looks like a CMP tie. That was a bold call to make. And I go for my own Shadow Ball. Try to get into his head again, do something different this time. He doesn't fall for it. But there you go, now I have successfully picked up an advantage over him. So I don't actually care to burn his shield anymore. I'll go for a Poison Fang to chip him down. I don't really care if he knocks out my Golbat at this point. It's already gotten me something over him, and he goes for a Poison Fang. I can actually get fainted down there. And now I bring in the Clefable and I chip him down with some charms. And now let's see what he brings in. Clef should be able to beat most things with a 2 shield advantage. Except Venusaur. So I'll bring in Alolan Muck now. He brings in Azu. So this is pretty good for me actually. Alolan Muck has the potential to beat both of these Mon. So I'll go for an Acid Spray. And then I'll go for a second one. I'm definitely going to shield here, and I will be trying to save a shield for the Venusaur in the back if I can. Shield the Play Rough and go for a second Acid Spray. Hopefully I can draw a shield. If not, I can farm him down. Yeah, now I can farm him down. Venusaur's going to try to be cheeky on me. Can I take a Frenzy Plant at this range? I think yes. Oh, that's dangerously close. Unfortunately, Muck cannot do it. I have to shield because I'm pretty sure I cannot take a Frenzy Plant comfortably. And he goes for a Sludge Bomb, which is a little scary. No, this match is definitely his to win. Clef is good, but not that good. Yeah, there you go, he gets to another charge move, and will not get the Clef. If I manage to get to an Acid Spray, I might have been able to do something else, I'm not sure. But anyways, we'll head into the next match here. Frost lead with a Muckclef in the back. So let's see what he decides to lead with here. So we lead that Frost into Haunter. Bad position for me to be in. I gotta get out of here. So I go into the Muck. And I do scare out the Haunter. He brings in Azu, which is a little curious. Now I'm able to set up my Clefable a little better here. Go for the Acid Spray, of course he won't shield it. I'll shield. I can take an Ice Beam, but I guess I want it to be a bit more thorough, and he goes for a Play Rough, so good thing I took that shield. I'm trying to farm him down, which is a mistake actually. You have to get that second Acid Spray off, or the Ice Beam will knock you out. Even Play Rough. I just wasted all that energy, basically. But now I can try to farm him down with Frost. The Acid Spray did help for that for sure. Now hopefully I can even up the shield here. Yeah, and then I'll bring in my Clef. Is this a Shadow Punch or a Sludge Bomb? I don't really want to find out. And it was a Sludge Bomb. That would have been absolutely devastating. He can get to a punch. He might have been able to even get to a Sludge Bomb. It's hard to tell. But I can take a punch, and then I can knock down this Haunter. And I should be able to claim that final shield here with a Meteor Mash. I have to be careful with Frostlass coming back in. As long as I get to the Avalanche, I'm good. He doesn't, or he does shield that Croak. I think I have enough HP to take one more Mud Bomb, or one Mud Bomb. Yeah, I'm pretty full. And then as long as I can get to my Avalanche on time, I should have this match. Go for that under tap there to secure my win. And then Avalanche will knock out the Croak. And that's that battle, so now we're going to jump into the next one over here with a Alolan Muck and Frost and Clef in the back. So depending on what I lead into, I can potentially set up either of my two Mon here with the Acid Spray to help farm down. It's a Haunter, which is great. He'll switch out and I'll just stay in with Muck actually. Now I switch out into Clef. I figured Muck is more valuable at this point to me. I disagree with that shield. But maybe I can... Ooh, I see what I was trying to do. So I shielded the first one, knowing I'd have to burn a shield eventually, and then I can farm down the Azu, and whatever comes in after that, I can balance out the shield usage again with a Meteor Mash. So there you go, you knock out the Azu, and now you launch a Meteor Mash into whatever comes in to even up your shields. Haunter comes in, and I go for the Meteor Mash right away. It has to shield. Just like that. And then Muck comes in with a Dark Pulse. Oh, Acid Spray, that's interesting. I could have just been not really caring about what Haunter tries to do. Ooh, interesting. Now I bring in Frostlass. Great matchup for me. I can take a Mud Bomb or a Sludge Bomb from full, so I will. Farm up a lot of energy here, go for the Avalanche. He does shield, which is interesting. I have to shield here, I think. Just so I can get off my avalanche and knock it out. And then Haunter will definitely knock out my Frostlass coming back in. But Croak goes down. Frostlass goes down there. Now hopefully I can get to a Dark Pulse on time. Goes for a Sludge Bomb. There you go, with the undertap we get to that Dark Pulse. And this should knock out the Haunter for sure, especially after the Acid Spray. I kind of disagree with the Acid Spray at all. I should have just went for a double Dark Pulse. So now we lead with a Bat and keep a Vina and T-Tar in the back. Really good matchup for me. Brings in Haunter, and then I can just bring in T-Tar here. What is Haunter going to do to T-Tar? Actually, a lot of it lands these charge moves. Especially like a Shadow Ball coming in, it does a ton of damage. Even Sludge Bomb hurts a lot. But I don't have to shield even still. And then we knock out the Haunter over there. Brings in Vina, and I can get to a Crunch. Shield or not, I will get something out of this. Ooh. Golbat fears absolutely nothing from Venusaur. But I go for my own Venusaur. And he goes for a Sludge Bomb, which hurts. I'm not sure why I made that play. I think I should have just went for Golbat. I'm going to shield, definitely, because I'm going for this really aggressive farm. Now I knock out his Venusaur, and I end with a ton of energy. And he brings in Azu. Alright, so let's launch the first Frenzy Plant. And the second one. Ooh, I decide to try to keep it around. If I can burn his final shield, my Venusaur will win just by landing that final Frenzy Plant, I guess. And I can take one Ice Beam. But I still choose not to shield. I guess I'm really just trying to pressure him into using that shield. Play some psychological mind games there. Still doesn't shield. But it's getting to a point where Azu's getting low enough where it's going to have to consider shielding to win. And there you go. Now, if he can knock out my Golbat, it's over for him because I have that Frenzy Plant built up in the back. And it will immediately come out into the Azu. Venusaur takes that match for me. So we're going to jump into the final battle of this practice session. Go with that Venusaur lead and Frostlass and Alolan Muck in the back. This team is extremely strong versus Azu. It's meant to support the Frostlass here in the middle. I lead into the Mirror Venusaur, both flexing that Shiny Sword. I'm so happy I found one of these Shiny Swords. So I'm not going to shield this first move. I can take a Sludge Bomb or Frenzy Plant. So I'll return my own Sludge Bomb here. He doesn't shield either. And then I undertap just to beat him to my own Frenzy Plant. He may be within range of Frenzy Plant. And he does shield. I think that's enough advantage for me, and now if I bring in Frostlass, I can farm him. So we keep that shield. Like I said, what you do in a mirror match is try to find some kind of advantage. And there it is for me. Now I can farm down his Venusaur with Frost, and I'm up a shield over him and a ton of energy. He brings in Haunter. I'll just go straight for the Shadow Ball, no messing around. And then I should switch out Frostlass just to keep it healthy. Now he's got 0 shields here. And I have an Alolan Muck. He switches in Azu. Not the best position to be in. Acid Spray is going to hurt. I'll definitely shield this. Yeah, I had 2 shields over him, so no brainer for me. I'm farming up some extra energy, and then I launch off my Poison Jab. I just want to ensure that I can reach my Dark Pulse, but also want to make sure that Ashley doesn't get to another Ice Beam. So this is why I preserved that shield, and I prevented Ashley from getting to another Ice Beam, so I can shield the punch, and then get my Dark Pulse very soon. With that under tap, and Dark Pulse comes in to claim that win. Just like that, Haunter goes down, and that's going to be it for these practice videos. Alright, yeah, I hope you enjoyed those videos. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, leave a comment, and go ahead and sub to my channel and follow me on Twitter as well. It's past 11 now, and I'm still up doing these voiceovers. Yeah, it really doesn't look like I'm going to have time to edit any of these tonight. I still have to tackle a couple tournament videos too, and those tend to take quite a bit of time, so gonna be a late night for me, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'm still looking for those shinies or those trades that I mentioned in the previous videos, but I don't really have much else to say. I want to just jump into my tournament voiceovers and then head to bed. So yeah, it's gonna be it for me, guys. Go ahead and have a great day. Hopefully see you guys in Montreal. Take care for now.